Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to episode 16 of our Kilwa campaign in Europa Universalis 4. Ooh, our explorer is done. We're actually going to run out of things to explore at this rate. Oh no, some more have just popped up. Southwest Pacific Coast. Okay. We haven't got any rebels, have we? No fetishist rebels? Nope, so we'll just continue converting. And some of our provinces lack cores, so we're going to keep giving them cores. It's hard life. But hopefully, I'm pretty sure doing all these cores are actually increasing the amount of money we're actually making, although ever so slightly. I'm not entirely sure how that aspect works. I just realised we haven't really got many of those native assimilation things, events of late, have we? They seem to like pop up constantly, and now they haven't really done so. East China Sea. Sea? Come on. There we go. Portugal are getting cores, which is really worrying. I'm going to improve relations with them. Just because there's this little voice in the back of my mind saying, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry. We won't attack you if you at least, you know, are above 0. We'll improve relations with Spanish Brazil as well. Just because I am fearful. Because this is the sort of game where, like, you're literally staring right in the face of all these colonizing Europeans. Like, they could just turn around and eat you and ruin your campaign in one. We'll lose piety, again, because the less piety we have, the faster all of this stuff will go. Speaking of tech, how's this going? Colonialism slowly creeping down. We now have all of this is done, Renaissance pretty much. We definitely want autonomy rather than more... than to pay 100 admin points. That's like insane amount. Who's Vijayanagar actually allied with? Mewar, Orissa, and Andhra. So, wow, they're in a war at the moment with Barmanis. So actually, they look like they're going to be quite big. So it would be my luck, wouldn't it? Like Bengal campaign, I struggle against Barmanis, who end up basically being uncontested. And this one is going to be Vijayanagar. Bet you. Bet you any money. What the hell is happening here? I completely forgot to put my people there, didn't I? There we go. Save the day. Whew, that was lucky. That could have ended my colonies before it even began. So I think this doing the spice, getting spice, is going to actually prove not to be too hard. Yeah, we'll just pay them for the loyalty. And the reason I don't think it's going to be terribly hard is because all we have to do is take some provinces of Majapahit. And that's assuming, of course, that neither of the provinces we colonize in this area first are going to be spice provinces, which they could very well be. I want you to explore the East China Sea coast, even though I've already explored it all, I believe. Boys, Ming hasn't exploded yet, which is pretty cool. Haixi are doing quite well. Korea, not too bad, not too bad. Japan's doing okay. Surigyo doing okay. It's all relatively sort of normal-ish. Surigyo have eaten Tibet. Nothing else terribly untoward has happened. It's a fairly standard game, to be honest. Looks like Norway have they increased in size a little bit? Maybe, maybe not. Novgorod is still alive. That's actually surprising. Normally they get eaten pretty fast. What else are we looking at? No, nothing else is relatively... Everyone else is relatively as expected. I can invest in new technology. Diplotech. So, right. Plus 10. Colonial... What's it called? I know what I mean. The villagers. The people going to colonial growth. You know, sometimes where you just have, like, your brain just goes and you can't think of words and English becomes hard. That's what happened. Converted Matsolo and East China Sea coast is done. So continue. You can go to Southwest Pacific because that'll be the closest. And we'll continue. We'll do Kalonga because that's quite an important one. Because presumably their manpowers... Oh no, manpower isn't affected by religion. It's just money. The more you know. Is there any more of these we can build? Or is there any point in building any more of these? There's probably not a bad idea. Nor there. Well, actually, so there are a good few provinces now which at least are... Let's recall our guy from Portugal. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I wonder why. Maybe it's because now that... yeah, it's because they're no longer classed as territorial provinces, which is now why their manpower is slightly higher. But we'll go and build all the relevant bits in there. So that should give us a nice boost to manpower income. What was I looking at a second ago? I wanted to look at non-accepted cultures. They're not really high enough to warrant paying 100 Diplo points to get it in there. So, I mean, we could well convert some of those, but that's the sort of thing you only really do when either you have ideas or a lot of Diplo points, which we don't. I also want to improve relations with Karabas, because I don't want to annoy them. They're hostile. Oh, that's not very nice. Okay, so that province turned to tea, producing tea. So not exactly what we wanted, but better than nothing. We'll improve relations with Spain. It won't really do anything, but it makes me feel better. Makes me feel less scared. Southwest Pacific coast. There we go. Right, we can afford another building now. Down hither. So we'll just come along and build all of these. The inland ones we won't bother. We have to remember to go back and get these two provinces. Otherwise I will forget. We're getting too excited now coming over here. Okay, this province was... That was tea and that was naval supplies. So neither of them were spices, which is bloody useless. Right, so Christmas Island is done. So I probably want to grab this other 7 stack and bring them... Where do I want to get? Do I want to get Australia? Let's get Australia. Lose 1 base tax in Kalonga? No, I don't want to lose 1 base tax in Kalonga. If it's all the same. Oh. Wow, Spain really hate me. We're improving relations with them quite a lot and it still hasn't dropped below 100. Minus 200, sorry. That's on cooldown. Is this still on cooldown? Yeah. Explore Northwest Pacific. Luckily, these provinces, the tropical malice is nowhere near as bad as the arid one, which most of these lands have. At least I don't believe so. Let's have a look. Well, maybe it is just as bad. I don't know. I always perceive it as being not so bad. Lose prestige. Again, I didn't obviously go through and do Shamba to get here because, again, we're still building manpower back up. So if we're not immediately going to be making use of that land, that sort of path to go and attack those people, then I don't really see much point in doing so, in colonizing it, because it's only a 3 development province, which is pretty pants. I think you'll agree. Lose piety, gain money. Yes. Saklava is still going after all my provinces, but quite what they're going to do about it, I don't know. Yes, so instantly we got a native assimilation. Doodle popped up. So maybe we should turn these into a trade company? Less tax, but increases value of trade. So it would increase trade power, local trade power by 100. Naval force limit, institution spread plus 10%. Let's give it a go. Because they actually make next to nothing for us anyway. And if it improves institution spread, I'm down with that. That seems fine. It does I wonder if does that affect... It doesn't appear that it affects production, like the money you gain from production. I'm going to hold off for the moment and not do that just yet. Ooh, native assimilation again. Wow. What is the institutions like in this region? Are there any? They're still on Renaissance. Wow. Saying that, it wasn't that long ago that we were, so I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't mock. Really wish we had another colonist. What ideas are there to get another colonist? Just going to quickly go and plop down this last one there. Let's have a look. What idea groups can we get to get another colonist? So presumably it'll be one that interacts with exploration. Colonial reign, so plutocratic's quite good. Administrative is quite good. So there isn't, or expansion, we already got that one. Innovative, not too bad. What about expansion ideas? That stuff doesn't appear to be anywhere near as good. Plutocratic again, because plutocratic seems to go with both of these, which is aristocratic, I believe. So they just, the name changes. So what do they actually give? National manpower modifier, hostile core creation on us, cavalry combat ability, yada yada yada. Diplomat, war exhaustion reduction, military tech cost reduction. We do need to go for a military idea. I'm not sure whether that's more better. I think offensive is probably more useful. Because what have they gone for? They've gone for defensive. I mean, I may even take a stab and go for aristocratic. Because it gives it doesn't really give you actually really many military benefits, though. Whereas this obviously gives you a load of military benefits, like direct benefits to your military. We'll see. We should also go for trade at some point, but maybe we can't do that until afterwards. Are we going to send the criminals to Australia? No, I don't think we will. We'll keep the criminals here. Our truce with Ethiopia has ended, but I'm not sure there's going to really anything's going to come of it. We're going to make our army over here a little bit bigger. So we're going to make, how many we got? We got one. We're going to make 4 more troops there. And we're going to get some more cavalry. Well, actually, we don't have the money to make cavalry just yet, so we're going to wait a few more months. Again, this would be the sort of situation in which it is very useful to be able to mothball individual armies, because I don't need this army. It literally serves no purpose to me at the moment. But yet, I still have to pay for it. State maintenance. What is the state maintenance here? Does it say? Is there... Where does it say state maintenance? I think it's down here, isn't it? No. State maintenance? State maintenance? Where actually is it? Where is state save? Can't speak English. Because, like, is there any point in actually building courthouses? State maintenance minus 25% monthly autonomy change. What is monthly autonomy? It's 0 anyway. Right, Kalonga just got stuff got converted, so that's, I can see it's instantly a little bit better. Fetch zealots are only at 20%, so we'll just continue to convert provinces as we see fit. But yeah, we definitely need some more cavalry. So I'll get 2 more cavalry. And then we need to get some more mortars. So we'll build 4 mortars once we have the money to do so. I mean, obviously it decreases the amount of money we actually have. Or not have, but are earning. Recall our guy from Carabas. Rio de la Plata. We'll probably improve relations with them as well. England, we should also improve relations with. Oh no, I guess we are technically improving relations with England, aren't we? Just by virtue of... Oh dear, they want our province. Just by virtue of improving relations with their vassal. Or their colonial vassal. People are claiming all of my provinces, which is really disconcerting, I have to say. It's not good. They could just... I'm just really worried that they're going to turn around and go, oh, your land looks nice. I think I'll go for that. Yeah, we'll go for that. So I'm really keen to expand as fast as possible. Build up your army, your... ooh, we want to lose piety, I think. Again. Build up your nation to a point whereby, you know, attacking you isn't an afterthought, which it currently sort of is. And they just go, oh, you know, we'll go attack them. I mean, even Portugal would just trounce me. I don't know what military stuff they're on. Let's have a look. They're on 12, and we're only on 9, so they would wipe the floor with us. However, if we had the Ottomans as an ally, it wouldn't be so bad, but just I think the distance is the biggest thing, isn't it? Distance between borders, yeah. Well, and the army strength, but... Has Ethiopia got any allies? They don't, and the Mamluks are declaring war on them. So Ethiopia have indeed fallen from grace. There's nowhere else we can explore, is there? For the moment. So I'll just leave those guys there, I think. Again, we're quite close to being able to get our next... or our colonies. Our next colonies will be done. Right, let's pool all of these guys into a decent-sized army. Ethiopia. Still a war. They've got Liberate Alexandria, so they declared war against Mamluks. Be interesting to see if anyone declares war on them. I can't imagine Yemen will. I mean, Mamluks probably aren't going to stand a chance. Because that is a fairly decent-sized army that they're fielding. Ethiopia, that is. Are there any other provinces we might as well... Like, do any of these give an exceptional amount? Oh, yes, that gives an exceptional amount of income. Yeah, so I think we're going to build some more... 1 or 2 provinces here, which we could build... or plot mosques down in, so we could get a bit more tax. Because we... I mean, obviously, our income has dropped quite a bit as a result of building all of those units. Everyone really wants Kilwa. Lose piety. What piety are we on? We must be on minus 100 by now, surely. We are on minus 100. Recall our guy from Marahan. We are on minus 100. And Spain. Oh, stuff with Spain is done. Goods produced modifier. That is not bad at all. That's good. I can live with that. We should... We'll improve relations with Brunei and Malacca again, because no doubt those have dropped slightly. What I'd quite like... Karabas have claimed Sofala. I wonder if, just by default, they have... what's the word I'm looking for? I wonder if by default they sort of have they are pre-programmed to just go after just core certain things. Because they don't show any signs necessarily of wanting to go after me and attack me. I mean, they are obviously getting cores in a lot of my provinces, but let's improve relations with Portugal as well. I want to keep them above 0 if I can. I could build stuff here, so where should we build this? Our next mosque. Kalonga's not too bad. Sure, down here seems okay. Yeah, I'll end the episode. I'll wait until both of these colonies are finished, and then I'll end the episode, I think. 15 autonomy in Cape. Yeah, I don't particularly want to lose monarch points, especially when you're a nation, sort of a nation that starts off like already miles behind Europeans. You don't want to go any further behind. Maintain relationships there. We'll get the next military tech. Ooh, gives us lots of nice shiny troops. We probably want defensive. So we'll go for West African warrior, I think. No, actually, I'm going to go for Central African warrior, because that'll gives a nice balance of offensive and defensive morale. We want, I think, a balance. I'd rather have more morale. And we're going to go for a Pedrero. I think, is it? Yeah, Pedrero. That seems like right English. Correct English. Something like that. Maintain. What is our tech like against our... So, we are on 10. They're on 10. Marahan are on 11 somehow. Yemen are on 11. Mamluks are on... Mamluks would actually have an alliance, but they are definitely in the twilight of their stuff now. Weirdly, that war ended with no conquests, which is a little strange. This province is now self-sustaining, so which one's got the bigger... There we go, we'll go for this one, which has the bigger development. So that one's done. Diplotech costs. I'm not going to be building any ships within that time period, I imagine. Missionary strength. We sort of have to go for that because they don't really have very high loyalty at the moment. Can we get anything out of our... The Elema, that's probably still on cooldown, is it? Yeah. Merchant guilds. And that's still in use, I think. No, sorry. Yeah, no, it's still in use for another 2 years. There we go. We'll maintain relations with Malacca. So we'll send these guys across here. Lovely. So I will end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next one. Take care.